Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Gazza9919 here with 10 things I like about my BMW 3 Series E46. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, and this is something I can't show you at the moment because it isn't dark enough or late enough, is the mood lighting in these cars. As you know, the mood lighting in Beamers is just on another level. Like, it's sort of a nice sort of orange light. I said this about the last one in the 5 Series and nothing has changed with the 3 Series. The lighting, I just love it. Now, the next thing I like about this is, and it's a bit of a weird one, I know, and a lot of people might not like it, but I think it's quite cool, is the bonnet release. Now, it's this little handle here, and you can lift the bonnet up. There's no faffing around under there trying to look for a catch or anything, or try and move anything over. It's literally right there. Now, the next thing I really like about this is the interior, and the thing is about this, you got to bear in mind this is a 2002 car. You know, for the interior to feel this like sort of classy and nice, and you know, for it still to be holding up to this day, it's quite a bold statement on behalf of BMW. And you know, when you look at the airbags and stuff like that, you know, you've got your passenger airbag, you've got your driver airbag, and you've got door airbags as well. So it's not half bad, to be fair, and it's quite a nice place to be. Okay, so this next one is a bit of a combo. It is in the glove box, and it is the fact that it has a torch. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never owned a car with a torch, especially a self-branded one. And if you pull this out, you can see there's a little BMW logo for the torch. It doesn't work. I imagine most of them don't, because you've got to think of how old the car is. But yeah, it's supposedly, I imagine, slots in there and recharges. The next thing that I really like is still in this sort of area, and if we go here, release these two tabs, these two little white tabs here, one on either side, our fuse diagram will drop down, and it's really cool because you have these BMW branded tweezers to take the fuses out. I've never known like a fuse puller, a BMW branded fuse puller before. Now on to the next thing that I really like, and this is still sort of interior based, is these interior lights. I just think they are really, really cool. And for the fact of, that's when you open the door, and if you want extra light, press the button, you've got another light there. I think it's a really cool design, and you don't see it in many cars, you know, especially here. It makes it feel like so much more luxurious, I think. Now, the next thing I really like about this, and it is a really good design, you'll have to excuse all the mess. But if you look here, and ever so slightly lift the floor up, he says, I'm going to lift it up all the way because I've got stuff in here. But there, we have a little floor holder, so that hooks on there, and it holds the floor up while you're getting the spare wheel out. And you even have more storage underneath because you have a spare wheel underneath that plastic bit, which is really cool. So in essence, I imagine you could maybe even fit 2 space savers in there. And while we're in the boot, I want to mention this as well. This is a really, really cool feature. I love this. And that is a 6 CD changer. Now these are really cool. Look at that. And then you got all your CDs in there. Just stack them up, lob it in, and away you go. She's golden, and you've even got a bit of storage for your CDs underneath there as well, and it's just hidden away nicely. Now this next thing is really, really, really cool. So remember this registration, it is literally on every piece of glass on the car, even on this little tiny panel here, that one, front, obviously it's on the windscreen, and even on the headlights. And I've had a problem with the headlight, but I don't want to replace the headlight unit. That's the last thing I want to do, because it would look really bad if it didn't have the reg on. And more than anything, to think that every bit of glass and both headlights have made it 20 plus years into the future, and then to think I'd be the guy that came along and just stopped that, and I couldn't do it. So I think I'm going to try my very hardest, hold on to these headlights and rebuild them if so much comes to. And I think the final thing has to be the sound of the straight 6-cylinder petrol engine. It's a 2.2 litre, so it is the lower of the petrol engine range, but it's the M54, I believe, nevertheless. But that's everything, guys. That is 10 things I like about my BMW 3 Series E46. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe even hit that bell icon, notifications on future uploads. Until the next time, peace.